Teaching is meant to be all about the children in the classroom, but there's no getting away from it. We get bombarded with a lot of emails. Now, AI has also been a nightmare, but it has got a way that it can help you out and save you a massive amount of admin time. Thing is, not a lot of people know about this method of using it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to demonstrate the workflow I use. It really does save me a lot of time. So hypothetical, it's not real, but I've got a little email. Let's imagine this one came through, and it's the sort of one we get all the time. It's asking, do you have any suggestions for an end of term activity coming from my head of year? Now previously, I would have sat and typed and thought about pleasantries, and it would have taken me not too long, but a fair amount of time to reply to that and think about it. Let's show how I can speed that process up. So the first thing I do now is I have ChatGPT open on my computer. Whenever we're using ChatGPT with school stuff, we have to be very careful about not putting in names and all the data security with this. So be careful. I know this is a risk in here, but I'm careful with what I say. Now that's standard. You're going to say, yeah, okay, I've seen that. You copy it in. But here's the extra bit. What I also do, because I don't have a microphone on my computer at school, most of us don't, I also take out my phone. Now I log into my phone, but I log into the application of ChatGPT, which hopefully will pop up on my screen. Now I can go to the email. I've got ChatGPT open in two places now. And what I can do is I can read this email and I'm going to respond to it in real time, but instead of using the black chat button where it talks back to you, I'm going to use the much underused microphone button, which turns the words into text. Now, the reason I love that, and I can't believe more people aren't using it, is because it can go on for a long, long period of time. And it doesn't get disrupted by the pauses and the thinking and the ums and ahs, because it's just cutting all those out. It's turning it into text. So I can think and I can be messy and I can be disorganized and I can go back on myself, but I'm going to have ChatGPT tidy that up. So let me demonstrate how I would reply to an email like this. So I'm going to press that button, and then once I press that, it's going to be recorded. Let's see how we go. Okay, so I've got an email from Joe, the head of year. I want you to write a nice polite reply to Joe. He's asking if I've got any ideas for activities on the last day of term. Can you write a polite reply saying, okay, at a previous school I did something for business studies. It's a nice interactive activity. It previously was pretty good and the children were happy with it. Tidy it all up, make it nice and polite, and say, look, it's a great idea, but I'd need to explain it in person. So if he likes the idea of a business studies activity, come and see me and I'll happily chat some more. Now, that was all waffle and terrible, but the general gist, we got it. Now, I've pressed return. What that means is that's now tidying it up, and it's going to write the email for me. Now, you know, you're saying, well, that's not useful because it's on my phone and I'm sat at the computer. But here's the great bit. If you come to your ChatGPT, if you're logged in, you then click refresh, and that email is going to be appearing here. So thanks for getting in touch at previous school, and you see it's tidied up all my speech. Now, it might not be perfect. I might need to do a bit of chatting back and forth, but let's just say it is. I've read it because I'm still accountable for the emails I send. But if I read it, I'm happy with that, and then I can just click reply, and I just put it copied and pasted straight in. And I've sped that whole process up. And it is authentically my message. I'm not just getting it to write a generic, it's passing on. There we go. That technique works with everything. You can use it with marking. Just remember, data security, don't be putting sensitive information in there. Hope it helps. Any questions, write them in the comment.